to the greatest goddamn show on YouTube. Hey, it's the Dusty Smith Show. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Bing bong. How the fuck is everybody doing tonight? Let me move the chat over and read what the Poors are saying. What are you saying, Poors? How's it going? Asking self-professed black belts what then they achieved. Yeah, kind of embarrassing. Imagine working your ass off to get a fucking black belt. Putting years of your life, sweat, dedication into it. For them just to hand Trump a black belt. It's all bullshit. Wouldn't be about any fucking of it. Release them chuds. Hey, tonight is the first night in the history of the show that I don't have a chud watch. No chud watch tonight. But I have a good reason for no chud watch tonight. And that's because every single chud I was going to feature in Chud Watch is now in the Beyond Parody section. Because they're just beyond parody, folks. You really can't make fun of them. I mean, you can make fun of them, but you can't parody them. They've proven that, so, what? I know, right? I know, no Chud Watch song tonight for any of you. So, sorry, Poors. What else you guys are saying? Hello, people. What's up, Darby? Good to see you. Wee! Yeah, Dusty Time. What's up, Ivy Evans? Good to see you. RGR is cringe. Oh, I kind of know who that is. I was kind of informed by L about the whole RGR situation, but I don't really give a shit about all that drama, so I'm not going to be talking about it tonight. No Chud Watch, I know. Can you believe it? No Chud Watch. What is this show becoming? You're one of two channels that I bailed, but don't get notification. Yeah, I'm blacklisted by YouTube. So if you guys like the show, you have to remember, it's on every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. I mean, really, there's no excuse for you guys not to be following me on Facebook and Twitter. I constantly, every show, let you guys know when it's on. So it's Cult of Dusty 1 on Twitter. There's a link in the description of this video, and it's Cult of Dusty on Facebook. So, like, if you're not following me on those two things, that's sort of on you. But just remember, every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, the greatest show in the goddamn world is usually here, unless I flake, which I do sometimes. But I've been pretty good, actually. Pretty good about not flaking on the shows, so cool. I'm still singing the Jimmy Idol song. Yep. Heroes, 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 Shamon! That's the hero song by Billy Idol. So, on the Twitter, yep, follow me on the Twitters, all of the Twitters, every one of them. All right, folks, as usual, if you love my show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. From the last show, it dropped like $30, $36, so that's the wrong direction. So, hey, support the art you'd like so it doesn't disappear. I'm not making a killing on here. I don't make money off the ads on the show. I only make it on the, for the super chats and on my Patreon. So, like, please help me out. If you like what I do, if you want to support the dogs and the cats that I rescue, it's patreon.com/podcast. Everything helps. eBeg, hook a brother up, HBO, and also super chats. Lifeblood of the show, super chats. I read all the super chats. You want me to read your message? I will. Just pay me money. And the more you pay me, the more seriously I take your questions. So you can buy my love right now and immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever. Amen. On the super chats, and Gary Stillman says, cat food. Hell yeah. Need all the money I can get for these monsters that constantly fucking eat. And the dogs too. Fat motherfuckers. Jonathan Gordon, 99 cents. Hey, it all adds up. Appreciate it. 100 to you, Jonathan. All right, more super chats, hit the like button, all of that good shit. You know how it works. You know. And tonight, like I said, no Chud Watch. We're going to start off with a little My Corona. Going to do a little Trash World. Going to good size Beyond Parody. I'm going to do the Karens. We were going to do the Karens the last show, and we didn't get to it. So, Karens tonight. And maybe if you're good and we have time, a little bit of COVID porn / and Meet the Victims. So, cool. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get started, folks. Gonna do the My Corona section. Sing along. If you know the words, goes something like cha 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 My Corona. Oh yeah! And first off, on tonight's My Corona, anti-vax conspiracy theorist Stella Emanuel. So this is the demon semen lady. Remember her? She's the one that says, like, when you're sleeping and having dreams, demons and witches come to you and they have sex with you and you got demon semen all over you. And she's the one that Trump Yeah, you know, our president, when he was president, he was like, yeah, this woman is very impressive. I've looked into her and her credentials are very impressive. She's the one who was pushing hydrochloroquine, or how the fuck you pronounce that word, as a cure for COVID. No one ever talks about that anymore. Wonder what happened to that. Oh, it's bullshit? Shocker. And so, yeah, folks, they're constantly shitting on Fauci, who seems like a pretty good dude. Seems like he's just trying to help people. But this is the kind of doctor the Trumps are giving shout outs to, calling impressive, and signal boosting for. Let's have a listen.
If you've taken this vaccine, there is a way out. It is not yet the mark. You're still taking the name and the number of his name. If you repent and cry out to God for mercy, he will deliver you. Pete, we have cast that thing out of a lot of people. When it is Lucifer, when it is the devil, when it is Luciferus, it can be cast out in the name of Jesus. The blood of Jesus can always...
That's right, folks. If you get vaccinated, you can just pray to God. And like you were injected with demons? Of course you were. So you can just pray to God, and God's like, shh, I'm going to expel the demon semen from you and the vaccination from you. So then you'll all be covered, and then you could die from COVID just like all the other fucking idiots that didn't get vaccinated. So cool. Pray hard, Christians. Pray super hard.
Deal with it. We had a young lady came in. I was just telling them all these things about the vaccine, and she got so terrified. She started crying. She was repenting. I said, repent. Ask God to have mercy on you. As we started praying for her, the vaccine started running. Whenever it was, started running up and down her hand. It was running up and down, like just moving up and down, like as if the thing was like looking for some way to get out. And then the hand got really numb, and we were praying for her. She started coughing. Boom, she got released, and she was fine. Her whole system changed. We've had some other lady, we were praying, the place started vibrating where they had the shot. Boom, in the spirit, she saw an L-shaped chip leave her. So these things, we're casting this thing out of people. It is Lucifer. Once it's Lucifer, it can be cast out. So you need to pray. If you've taken this vaccine, pray, ask God to have mercy on you. Kneel down and say, Father, I was deceived. I did not know. I was terrified. God will show you mercy because he knows the duress and the stress we have all been.
Yeah, this is why we're so fucked in this country. This is why the pandemic spread so rapidly, because the president of our country was giving shout outs to this woman, telling his followers how impressive she was. So telling them to mask up and get vaccinated and all that good shit. So, cool, America. Classy. And don't be surprised to see Trump get elected again. I would not be surprised to see it all happen again, folks, for this fucking trash-ass country. So we're going to get what we fucking deserve. And I'm just going to laugh and laugh and laugh as we all die miserably. I won't be laughing. So next up on my Corona, Jimmy Doorknob. Jimmy Doorknob spreading the COVID misinformation, as he is wont to do. So like I told you guys, Jimmy Dore has joined Rumble, the conservative social media video website. And he just going full 100% in on the whole vaccine hesitancy thing. He wants to make sure as many people as possible are very hesitant and don't get the vaccine, because that's what plays to the conservative assholes he is trying to court in this new audience. Shocker! I had so many Jimmy Dore fans come in my channel like a couple months ago when I was shitting on Jimmy Dore, and you guys are getting quiet as fuck. You guys are so crickets lately. Where you at, Jimmy Doorknobs? So here he is spreading COVID misinformation once again, and he's so smug about it. He's about to accuse somebody else of spreading COVID misinformation when it's actually he who is spreading COVID misinformation. And I guess YouTube is fine with it, because why the fuck would they be? Listen to this fucking pathetic loser.
I was watching The Hill the other day, and the D.C. bureau chief of The Intercept said that he got his booster shot. Ryan Grimm said he got his booster shot because the holidays are coming up, and he didn't want to transmit the virus to other people in his family. And it's like, you fucking dummy. The vaccine doesn't stop you from transmitting the virus. It doesn't. That you are not. He's virtue signaling. You're not protecting anyone else by getting vaccinated, you fucking propagandist at The Hill. That's the D.C. bureau chief, dumber than a fucking pothead comedian in his garage. That's the D.C. bureau chief of The Intercept, spreading medical misinformation, and they, of course, won't be flagged for it because they're on the corporate fucking algorithm, and they get pushed.
It's the corporations. It's the establishment.
I'm going to do my Jimmy Dore impression from now on just because it pisses some of you off that hate it. It's not funny, Dusty. Fuck you. It's pretty funny.
They never get suppressed. But this gets the actual accurate information on COVID will be suppressed, but their bullshit doesn't. It gets pushed. That was a complete medical misinformation Ryan Grimm from the D.C. bureau chief of The Intercept gave on the Hill on that show, saying that he got a booster shot so he didn't transmit the virus to people in his family over the holidays. That's not how the vaccination works, you fucking moron. I know that, and I'm high. Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be less high. I can't believe I'm even saying that. But of course, yeah, that's not fucking true. Taking the vaccine does help you not spread it because it helps you not get the fucking virus, which is very important not to spread it. Here's Deputy says, myth busted thread. Vaccines do reduce transmission even with Delta. Anyone who says otherwise, and I've seen so many scientists say this recently to rationalize not vaccinating children, is misrepresenting the evidence. Let me explain. There are two levels of protections against transmission. One, protection against infection. If you don't get infected, you can't transmit. Two, protection against transmission if breakthrough infection occurs. When many people say there isn't protection against transmission, they're talking about two. That is, if you get infected, you can still transmit Delta efficiently. But that doesn't account for the fact that you are less likely to get infected in the first place. So, yeah, and I can show you another. Here's a Healthline. You're far less likely to transmit coronavirus if you're vaccinated. Vaccinated people can transmit the coronavirus, but it's still more likely if you're unvaccinated. COVID-19 vaccine continues to work, even in the face of highly infectious Delta variant, especially when it comes to protecting against severe illness and death. Fully vaccinated people are also less likely to contract the coronavirus than unvaccinated people. If they don't contract an infection, they can't transmit the virus to others. So yes, you can still transmit it if you get it, but if you get the vaccination, you're much less likely to get it, and you're much less likely to transfer it to someone else, which is clearly what the guy from the Hill is talking about. So Jimmy Dore, once again, lying, misrepresenting things to make himself look like he's intelligent, to create vaccine hesitancy, and make sure more people drop fucking dead, because he don't give a shit. He's living in this $2 million house and just, enjoying all the fame and all the dick sucking he constantly gets because he's a human piece of fucking garbage. Where you at, Jimmy Dore fans? Where you at? Please, please, please. I'm begging you guys, please come on my show. Please. I begged you to come on and talk to me about this, but you won't do it for some reason. Suddenly, you're crickets as fuck. God damn it, I would love to fucking talk to you guys. But anyway, and here he is. Shocker. Defending Project Veritas. You know, Project Veritas. The con organization who takes hidden videos of leftists and then deceptively edits them in order to own the liberals and make the left look bad. Yep, Jimmy Dore shilling for this right-wing fascist organization, because why wouldn't he do that? He's so on the left, folks. So on the left. Fucking con man scumbag. They all sticking together. Watch out for widows of the family who refuse to have the mark of the beast this holiday. Be scared. Be very afraid of it. And I love this fucking ownage. So this is a Fox News host, Pete Hegseth. And Fox News actually has more stringent COVID vaccination requirements than Joe Biden does. So the guy's going to straight up ask him, how come you don't have a problem with Fox News's even more hardcore vaccine mandates, but you're continuously shitting on Joe Biden? And watch his response. Immediately going to try to deflect. Not going to answer. Get all fucking huffy. Because he knows he's full of shit and got nothing.
There was a vaccine or test requirement at the Patriot Awards, which is very similar to the policy at Fox News. Do you have an issue with Fox News having a policy like that, which is effectively the same as Biden's vaccine mandate for big businesses?
You're not mandated to get the vaccine because you can get a test. I'm not in charge of it. I don't make the calls, but either you have the option to get a test, so it's not actually a complete vaccine mandate.
Well, that's exactly what Joe Biden has. So according to your own words, Joe Biden doesn't have a mandate. So why do you continuously claim Joe Biden has a mandate and you're against it? Almost like you're a lying piece of shit.
Hey, that's fine. I mean, it's not my call. So I'm grateful for the people that provide us this opportunity, and the show went off without a hitch.
Right. But it's just that, Joe Biden's vaccine mandate for big businesses has been the subject of criticism. And that's even less stringent than the one at Fox News, right? It requires weekly testing as opposed to daily testing. So I'm curious as to why you have an issue with the Joe Biden vaccine mandate, but no problem with the one at Fox News.
What do you want me to say?
What do you want me to say? I want you to explain the hypocrisy. I want you to explain why you're such a fucking scumbag. You do nothing but spread propaganda and misinformation when you don't actually believe a word you're fucking saying. That's what I'd like you to explain, but what do you want me to say? Weasel.
Ultimately, companies have prerogatives. What the government shouldn't be doing is telling them what to do. The government shouldn't be telling them what to do. Every company has its own policies, and I'm beyond grateful for the opportunity to work at the Fox News channel. And it does things that no other organization does, including your organization, Mediaite, which is part of the trash heap of left-wing media that does the same thing everyone else does. That's why
a little triggered to me there.
We're number one. I mean, I can't even imagine what the clicks are on your site. Is it like 15 people a day, like only journalists in New York
16.
City? That click on 16. Good. They're the only people that read Mediaite. The actual people read the Fox News channel. So you guys want to nitpick and do your thing. That's cool. But I could not be more grateful for
what a weasel response. You're not very popular. Look how unpopular. I'm so popular though. Isn't that what counts? How popular I am? God damn it. Oh. The number one cable news network in America. This is what they're putting out there. And Rick Wiles back out here trying to start a civil fucking war. It's the left who are violent, folks.
What you have to do is end this madness, because their madness will never end if we don't stand up to it. 10 years from now, they will still be imposing vaccines on people in order for you to breathe. Oh, yes, just like there was 10 years ago and 10 years before that, we've always had mandated vaccines to travel to certain countries, to go to school. So yeah, it'll still be around in 10 years for a very fucking good reason. Breathe? Oh, you're going to have another booster. I mean, they're going to continue to restrict the rights of people until there is nothing left.
Yes.
And so you have to stop them, and you have to be prepared for the unthinkable to be implemented to stop them. We're going into world war, and it's a world war against tyrants. And the people are going to have to fight this war on their own.
Yeah, they're so authoritarian that we're just going to have to murder them all, because we're not authoritarian at all. There's nothing authoritarian about murdering our political enemies, so be prepared to do the unthinkable. You might have to murder some folks. Jesus.
Against the tyrants. The tyrants are worldwide in the government. The governments of the world. The tyrants are against the people. The ruling class is against the people of the world. It's going to have to be a global revolution to crush them. Not just slow them down or roll back their plans, but utterly to crush them so that they never get up and try this again. That'd be 100 years until somebody even has this stupid thought in their head again, that they're going to take away the rights and freedoms of people. It has to be so devastating that it goes down in the history books that the people rose up and utterly crushed them and ended the tyranny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure murdering people takes their rights away from them and their freedom, dude. So, are we the bad guys? Think you might be there. Clear incitement to violence. You go first, Rick Wiles. Tough fucking guy. Go first. Of course, he won't do it. He's just a con man, making money. Keyboard fucking warrior. And folks, this should be in the Beyond Parody section, but it's in the My COVID section, My Corona section, because it's about Corona. But these fools thought a COVID party sounded fun. Now they're on respirators. Here's my shock face. Rome. A prosecutor in the northern Italian province of Bolzano has opened an investigation after one man died and several others landed in intensive care after they reportedly attended a COVID party to try to get sick. Talking about fucking Darwin Award winners. The trend has taken hold in northern Italy, where people who don't want to get vaccinated are trying to get COVID to acquire a green pass to work, go inside bars and restaurants, and ride public transportation. In Italy, proof of recovery is sufficient to get the coveted pass for 6 months. The parties are being primarily held in the German-speaking region of South Tyrol, along the border with Austria, which has some of the highest case numbers and lowest vaccine rates in all of Europe. The region is set to become a yellow zone in Italy, according to the local health coordinator, Patrick Frazzoni. There are young people, even of school age, who meet with positives and try to acquire the infection, not realizing that the virus is also dangerous in children and in young people. He told a radio station, there are long-term consequences, and even the less elderly can end up in hospital. At the parties, the infected mingle, kiss, and hug the unvaccinated in order to spread the virus, Frazzoni said, adding the infected person could face criminal charges for knowingly spreading the virus during a state of emergency, which Italy is under because of the pandemic. According to the initial investigation, some of the parties are being held in outdoor areas of bars, which are accessible without a green pass. There, an infected person will drink out of a glass or a bottle of beer and pass it around to try to spread the virus. Other events are held in private homes. In one case, the infected person was bedridden, and the guests are said to have gathered around the sickbed to try to breathe in the virus. The man who died from COVID was an Austrian who regularly crossed the border to attend parties in Italy. And now here's the even more insane, the more infuriating part. This motherfucker is in the hospital with COVID, suffering his ass off, and still does not believe he has COVID. He literally went out to get COVID. Hugged and kissed on, drank after a fucking infected COVID person. Got COVID in the hospital. And he's like, shh, I don't have COVID. They can go out and get COVID on purpose and still not believe they have COVID. One party goer who ended up in the hospital told Veneto Carrera newspaper that he regretted it, but still isn't sure he believes he had COVID. It was a serious mistake, he told the paper, adding that he feels sure he only had pneumonia and that the doctors told him it was COVID to make him change his mind. It's only propaganda. Like, literally, you tried to get it. How can you not believe you have it if you literally went out and got it on purpose? We're just fucking doomed as a species. Eat the popcorn and watch society collapse, folks. That's really all we can do at this point. I'm done trying to save the fucking world. Gonna watch it all burn down. Yes, I'm becoming a nihilist. I'm becoming more like TG, unfortunately. Not a good thing, but I can't fucking help it, goddammit. This world is too fucking frustrating to try to save anymore, I think. But maybe I'll change my mind about that. We'll see. But all right, let's read the super chat real quick. We can continue on. Stay strong, Destiny. Much love. Hey, thank you, Josephine Birkenheimer. Very generous of you. I want to give a shout out to Glenn Houston out there. Appreciate your support too, Glenn Houston. Thank you for the donations via PayPal. If you guys want to send donations through PayPal, that's a great way to do it. They take less money than YouTube does. So, Joe LaFaro, $5. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. Lady LaFive, hit the like button. Hit the like button, fuckos. It's only 500 people watching right now. So, do it. Scratch the fur babies for me. You rock, Dusty. All right, I'm scratching Cece over here in your honor. Hey, Cece, you want to come over and say hello to everybody? She's like, fuck you. All right, fine. I think it's funny.
The establishment. It's the establishment, you shitlibs. The vaccine can still be transmitted. Hey, why are you getting the vaccine if you can still spread coronavirus if you're vaccinated? You fucking shitlibs. You're only helping the establishment.
Hilarious. April S. I missed Friday's show. Please accept my monies and apologies. Bing bong. You are forgiven, April. And you gave me the most money tonight, so far you are the super chat. Hey, champion of the world, April S. I love you. Selena, not only do I support what you do, Dusty, I also love you for being you. Hey, right back at you, Selena. I also admire you for your amazing taste. Vincenzo B. Hope is vital to our survival as a species, and so is cash, baby. Have a great show, Dusty. I appreciate it, Vincenzo B, and I will, because that's what I do. K True M, man, Trump is an actual match. I'd pay for that. Oh, Trump in an actual match. I'd pay for that. Who would he be fighting? If I didn't think the money would go towards poisoning animals or stoning gays, yeah, don't give Trump any more money. Bad idea. Jonathan Gordon, 99 cents. Thank you, Jonathan. All right, anything else pop up? Nope. Cool. Let's see what the poors are saying over here in the chat. Guess I'll drag this over here so you guys can see it in the bigger screen.
Shitlibs. It's the shitlibs.
Burn. Yep. Burn. Oh my God, so much stupid. The dumb is free. Yep. Dumb is always free with these motherfuckers. You got your freedoms. Darwin be the man. Yep. Even Darwin will be rolling over in his grave at this point. That is so crazy. Yep, always crazy with these anti-vax idiots. Be honest, don't you think when you see America, it deserves to be taken over by jihadists, keeping it 100? Like, I don't want jihadists taking it over. But like, whatever happens, happens. Like, whatever. Tired of fucking worrying about it. Like the video, everybody. Hell yeah. Like the video. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Boom. Time for the next section. Only 500 people watching at night. Hopefully it'll pick up here before too long. Man, this show should be so much more popular than it is. Maybe if I stop bitching about it, it would be. All right, next up, gonna do a trash world, cause trash world, justify hellish trash world. And first off, on the trash world, so holy shit, terrible story, just happened. I know you guys saw this. I'm not gonna show you the actual footage because you've probably already seen it. The horrendous piece of shit who drove his SUV through the crowd at a parade and killed 5 people. Here's the aftermath of it. Just terrible fucking story. Just rolled over these people, plowed into them. Couple kids died. 5 people in total so far. 40 injured. Just horrific video. Not gonna show you. And here's the guy that did it. A registered sex offender. This fucking amazing human garbage piece of shit scumbag. Like, somebody that makes me want to be for the death penalty, even though I'm usually not. Here he is describing why he is a registered sex offender.
And then as soon as we fall out, all of a sudden now I'm a pedophile. Let me explain that. 10 years ago, 2006, I caught a case with my oldest daughter's mama. Yes, my baby mama. She's from Oakland. I was busting moves in Nevada. I meet the bitch. She says she want to get down, so I'm pimping on the bitch. I'll take her to Nevada. You know what I'm saying? I get cracked. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the bitch was 16 at the time. She gave a statement to the police and told them, yeah, she was hoeing, that I was pimping, and that she was 16, and that I didn't know that. Okay?
Yeah, bullshit. He's a pimp. He was pimping out a 16-year-old girl. Lifelong criminal. Incredible fucking piece of shit. So, apparently, from what we know at the moment, according to the police, he was involved in some kind of domestic violence case, and he was trying to escape the police. And I guess he realized he was either going to jail and didn't give a shit, and reached the parade route, decided, I'm just going to plow through these people. I don't give a fuck about their lives. I don't give a fuck about my life. I don't give a fuck about anything. I'm also going to guess, I had no evidence of this, but wouldn't surprise me if drugs and alcohol were involved. But just a complete, utter criminal piece of fucking shit. From what we know now, there doesn't seem to be any political reason he did this other than he was just trying to escape the situation he was in. He's a murderer, yeah, definitely. But that did not stop the right-wing influencers, the propagandists, the liars from trying to blame this on BLM. Because that's what they always do. Oh, it was a black man? Must have been BLM's fault. BLM's responsible. So Annie No-Go out there and Tim Pool doing what they do, spreading the fucking anti-Black Lives Matter propaganda. This is white supremacy, folks. I know Annie No-Go is Asian, but he is like the best friend white supremacists ever had. He is buddy-buddy with all the white supremacist group and does nothing but spread white supremacist talking points. And then Tim Pool backs him up. So we're going to see how we're going to read this thread and see firsthand how this fucking propaganda works. Robert Silverman says, if you're seeing some lunacy about a person of interest who was detained regarding Waukesha, is that how you pronounce that? Waukesha? I want to call it Waukesha. I don't know how you pronounce this word, but here's a brief window into how the right-wing disinfo machine works. It starts with Andy No, of course. First, another reporter, not Andy, does the actual work of finding the person of interest records. And so this is an actual journalist finding out who the guy is. No then digs up a Facebook page allegedly belonging to the person of interest and posts some screenshots, but not before adding his own editorial slant, which at best could be described as inflammatory, if not outright false, and designed to get the attention of the online right. On Facebook, the person of interest allegedly posted some anti-Semitic dreck, a cartoon about police brutality, and a photo of a mural about George Floyd. The latter two were enough for No-Go to say he posted in support of BLM causes. There's no evidence this guy had anything to do with BLM. He didn't post any BLM hashtags, just post a picture of George Floyd. Oh, must be BLM. I can throw BLM under the bus. I can say, hey, BLM is responsible for all these deaths. It's terrorists, BLM. That's what they do, folks. Nowhere did he find anything directly linking the person of interest to BLM. There's no post with BLM hashtag, though No added one in his tweet, or images of him attending, supporting Black Lives Matter protesters. At least not that No has found to date. For his audience, it doesn't matter. They've linked the person of interest to BLM, but take a look at the last sentence. So here's where the propaganda goes. This is Andy Nogo's tweet. The man in custody over the mass casualty incident at Waukesha, Wisconsin Christmas parade has posted on his social media in support of BLM causes. That's not even true. What the fuck are you talking about? George Floyd and black nationalism. He also has a post about how to get away with running people over on the street. So here's he just outright fucking lying. So what happened here is a policeman got fired after he made a post explaining to people how to get away with running over people. And this guy quoted the police officer making fun of him and shitting on the police officer. And Andy Nogo gonna frame it as he posted about how to get away with running over people to make it look like this was some kind of terrorist act by BLM. Here it is. Here's this post. Run them over to keep traffic flowing and don't slow down for any of these idiots. He's quoting this guy is saying, but the guy's literally quoting the police officer. All the guy said was shaking my fucking head and y'all still putting police in the mix, stupid N-words. And he posts this post of what the cop said. Run them over, keep traffic flowing, and don't slow down for any of these idiots who try to block the street. Here is the deal. You continue to drive, and if you hit someone, make sure you call 911 to report the accident and meet the cops a block or two away. And you can justify stopping further away because you feared for your safety. Since in the past, people in this group have shown propensity towards violence. Since they are trying to block the street and or cross where there is no crossing, you should not be charged with anything. Now, these idiots could try and sue you in civil court, but remember that it will be jury trial, and so most likely it will come out in your favor. Written by St. Paul Police Sergeant Jeffrey Rothecker. So clearly this guy is not posting this trying to tell people how to run people over. And Andy Nogo is just spreading lies. That's what they fucking do. He doesn't care. Even when he's found out to be a liar, even when he's told the truth, in the very tiny chance that he's actually going to correct the record, he'll do it in a way that not nearly as many people who saw this tweet will see the correction. And the vast majority of his audience who read this will believe that this was terrorism from Black Lives Matter. And then what happens is, well, I'll go ahead and read it. That seems quite damning. What Nogo doesn't say is that the Facebook post was from a cop who was later fired and bragged about being able to get away with running over protesters because of the privilege afforded members of law enforcement. Not the same thing. And then, of course, what happens is Tim Pool takes Andy Nogo's word for it and puts out a video that's seen by thousands upon thousands of people that says, police refuse to rule out terror in Waukesha attack. Person of interest detained is Black Lives Matter supporter. Misspelled supporter. Already seen 35,000 times in 2 hours. Already seen way more than that now. And if Tim Pool does correct the record, he's not going to correct it in a video where he says, oh, I was wrong. I put out bullshit information. Now it'll be like a throwaway comment in another video where a few people will see it or process it. And the vast majority of the people that watch his content would believe that this is a terrorist attack done by a Black Lives Matter supporter. That's exactly how the propaganda of the right works, folks. Naturally, Tim Pool made a video. The headline is, police refuse to rule out terror in Waukesha attack. Person of interest detained is Black Lives Matter supporter. Pool's source for this is Nogo's tweets. That's his only fucking source. He says, though it hasn't been proven that the person of interest is a member of Black Lives Matter, clearly the person of interest has ties to Black Lives Matter. To date, this is false. Doesn't matter to Pool, who then speculates that since the cops haven't ruled out terrorism, that this could be a revenge attack for the Rittenhouse verdict. The video received 54,000 views in 2 hours. They'll have hundreds of thousands of people that watch this and believe, based on no information, that this is a Black Lives Matter terrorist attack. Waukesha. Okay, Waukesha. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. So anyway, this is how it fucking works, folks. This is white supremacy. Where they lie and they try to make a very good cause, Black Lives Matter, who is just trying to ensure that black folks are treated equal in our society, that we eliminate police brutality, especially when it's done to minorities, and try to twist it into making them a terrorist organization so that their cause is taken less seriously, and those that are involved in the cause are branded as terrorists. This is what white supremacy has always done in this fucking country. This is what they did to the civil rights movement. This is what they did to Martin Luther King Jr. Exactly the same fucking thing. And more examples. Laura Loomer went out there and blamed the Muslims, even though the evidence suggests this piece of shit that ran over these people was a Christian. Laura Loomer wrote on Telegram, the 3 suspects in the car ramming in Wisconsin are black. My guess is they are probably black Muslims, because this was a direct attack on Christians. And there's only one ideology that is demented enough to attack people at a Christmas parade. You had no evidence. Who gives a shit? Let's just blame Muslims. Cool. Rewarded for it. They're all getting rich as shit, rewarded for it, because this is what the algorithm rewards. People like me will get banned all over the place for doing nothing, but YouTube will pay temple millions of dollars to spread white supremacy talking points and lie to people. Because that's the fucking trash ass country we live in. And here's another example of it. Conservatives are mad at Chris Wallace. You know what Chris Wallace is? He's one of the news broadcasters on Fox News. And he's probably the best one on there. He's the one that will actually sometimes push back against Fox News and give real information instead of just towing the party line and putting out the right-wing propaganda. So they hate him. So the last couple of days, this picture has gone viral where they're trying to shit on him. Everything you need to know about Chris Wallace, swamp creature Chris Wallace. Here he is going to Epstein Island in 2016. Look at him, folks. Here he is with Jeffrey Epstein, and he's at Epstein Lolita Island. Oh my God, he's probably a pedophile. Only this is George Clooney. And they're at George Clooney's house in Italy. But who gives a fuck about the truth? Even when the truth is brought out to them, they just double down on it. They don't give a shit. That's how it all fucking works. And they act like they really give a shit about people associated with Jeffrey Epstein, but they don't care. Jeffrey Epstein had 15 pieces of contact information for Donald Trump in his little black book. They were close friends, seen together constantly. But reality has no bearing on these people whatsoever. He's their god man. He's their cult leader. So, Trump and Epstein who? That doesn't exist. Doesn't look like anything to me. Little Westworld for you guys there. If you've seen Westworld. And speaking of fucking trash world, holy shit, this next one comes to you directly from Turkey. So apparently there is a dog who is popular, I'm guessing with the more left-leaning political party, because the dog takes public transit everywhere. It's like a famous dog in Turkey. And it takes like the bus and the train all over the place. It seems to know where it's going. It just walks right in and takes it. And it's kind of become a mini celebrity. And it's kind of pushed among left-leaning circles who want to increase public transit, give public transit a good name. So the right-wing shitheads over there tried to frame this dog. This asshole carried dog poop around in his pocket and went on the tram and dropped the dog poop on the ground to try to fucking frame the dog. Gotta put the dog poop on the seat, smear it all over the seat in order to frame the fucking dog. Good God, talking about dirty tricks. Does it get any more fucking dirty than this shit? Just so ridiculous. Trash fucking humans. Yeah, they try to frame a dog, I know, right? How much more crazy than it can fucking get? And then next up in this trash world, another example of, hey, let them fight. So apparently the 2 different sets of lawyers that Kyle Rittenhouse had are fighting over his bail money now. Everybody thinks they're entitled to the $2 million they got put up to get Kyle Rittenhouse out, including Kyle Rittenhouse. Think the money should be his. Here's a good thread about it, talking about the whole situation that covers a lot of things the news articles didn't actually cover. There is a popular post on this topic already in this sub, but it has some very inaccurate information in the top comments. And since it's a screen grab of Twitter, people can't just read the article to get the correct info. John Pierce and Lynn Wood both raised money for Rittenhouse's bail. They also both initially served as his lawyers. John Pierce's law firm paid the $2 million bail to the court. Under the law, his firm will get the money back. Lynn Wood is threatening legal action to get the bail from Pierce because he says he raised the money for the bail and some of it was a loan which needs to be repaid. Rittenhouse's parents are demanding the money because the money was raised for their son and that both Wood and Pierce raised more money and kept it also. So going to be a lawsuit where all these lawyers and Kyle Rittenhouse fight like the goddamn jackals they are over this $2 million because it's all a grift. It's all about the money. They don't give a shit. Wood and Pierce, if this goes to court, Wood will have to prove the money was turned over to Pierce by his organization for the purpose of bail. And if successful, will only get as much as he can prove was turned over, plus legal fees for the lawsuit. If he wants to get more than any loans that he holds for bail, he has to open his own books to show fundraising and prove that he and Pierce agreed to split all the money. Rittenhouse's parents will have to prove that more money was raised for their son's bail, not defense, than was turned over, and that there was an agreement the money would go to Rittenhouse. The second part can be implied in the fundraising, though they will also have to prove that any extra raise was not spent in a legal manner by Wood and or Pierce. For Wood and Pierce, this is mostly, but not entirely, PR to some or all of the money without alienating the right wing. For Rittenhouse, this might be greed, but he likely needs more money to pay his lawyers and will need a hell of a lot more for civil suits. But he's going to get it, folks. They're going to give him millions and millions of dollars. The right always, always, always has the back of these fucking psychopaths. Another example of it? Donald Trump Jr. just posted this today. Yeah, let's give Kyle Rittenhouse the Medal of Freedom. Just like his father pardoned the incredible psychopath who committed war crimes, who went over and killed underage kids and cut their head off in Iraq, pardon them, because why wouldn't you pardon a fucking brutal murderer who killed children? This is what they're like, folks. Anything to own the left. Like, look how many people are upset by the fact that we're giant pieces of shit. It's awesome. And then all the supporters are like, yay, yay, it's so cool. How many people you're offending by being some of the worst humans on earth. We love the fact that you're upsetting people. The cruelty is the point. That's all they have, folks. They're such miserable fucks that they love making people upset, making people miserable. Who cares how many people suffer from it? They don't care. They're trash humans, pieces of shit, and these people give them permission to be who they are. And they reward them for it. This is what we see time and time fucking again. And ready to have your childhood ruined a little bit more? Yeah, why not? Here's a Dukes of Hazzard star John Schneider at Pastor Greg Locke's church this weekend. Who could have possibly seen this coming? A guy who played a redneck character who drove around in a car called the General Lee after a horrific slave owner and slave torturer, General Lee. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Also a car that had the Confederate flag on it. Yeah. Who would have thought he was a giant piece of goddamn conservative shit? Shocker! God damn it. Used to love me some Dukes of Hazzard. Yeehaw! When I was a kid. That's some Mississippi heritage shit right there. And one more on Trash World. Mega church leader who calls himself the Son of God, charged with sex trafficking. Because of course. So sad, folks. This is a Philippines-based mega church that has over 6 million members worldwide. And as always, it's some con man at the top of the cult, pretending he is some kind of representative God. He is basically the Son of God on earth. and he had victims between the ages of 12 and 15 living with him, giving him massages, and sexually abusing them. Because of course, this is always how it is. It's so easy to con people. It is so easy to get people involved in your cult and abuse them. Like, we're just not far from monkeys at all. We are much less evolved than we like to believe we are. I'm going to show you another example of that in the Q section coming up. And all right, that is my trash world section. Yeah, we're going to do a little Q section tonight. A very small Q section, but depressing nonetheless. Let's check the super chats. Peace Nation 2009. Gotta love when these types say, we make everything political. I know everything is political with them. They literally die over making the coronavirus political. And they want to blame us for making everything political. Justin Ship, have you considered moving to another country? I wish I could. Not really. My family's here and my animals are here, and they really could move a whole animal sanctuary to another country. So I'm pretty much set. I'll probably live in this house till I die unless it collapses around me. And I didn't tell us about Anti-Chug getting $50 Canadian, very generous.
To fight the establishment.
Say it in Jimmy Dore's voice.
It's the establishment, you shitlibs.
God damn it. Where you at, Jimmy Dore fans? Come on now. Come on. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Shit. It's almost like I was right and you know it and you just won't tell me that I was right. You should just tell me I'm right. It's not too late. That's right. It's not too late. It's not too late. Old school. Thank you, Gordon Vic. Kathy H. Thank you, Kathy. And E, my buddy E. What's up, E? Me and E gonna go to a music festival for too long. Give me $100. Didn't say nothing, but you ain't gotta say nothing. I know what you're thinking, E. I know what you're thinking. Love me some fucking E. Glad you're feeling better, E. Looking forward to hanging out with you. I still got your daughter's little red car she made me on my mantle over here. I was telling Kelsey about the other day. She's like, what is this? I was like, yo, when Eve came over, his little girl made me that because of my red car. It's really sweet. So anyway, thank you, Eve. Tell her I said hello. Joe LaFar, $5. Thank you, Joe. I think I already read that. All right. Hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button if you want to, if you're able. Do it. Do it. All right. Slow night tonight. Only 585 viewers. Damn. All right. Whatever. Next up, let's do a little Beyond Parody, folks. Got a big Beyond Parody for you guys tonight. You know why? Because Beyond's Parody! So much of it, folks. You cannot parody these motherfuckers anymore. Hard to believe how crazy the right wing has gotten, but they're probably going to take over the Congress again in 2022. They're probably going to take over the presidency again in 2024 because we're doomed. First off, so this comment is so cringe. I had to go look it up to see if this guy was serious. And it turns out, luckily, he is not serious. This is Sam Roberts, who apparently has some kind of wrestling podcast, who says, so glad the bull god is back. Talking about Kid Rock. All you young millennials, a generation by now, who are age 30 and above, can't chew on this middle finger. And he's just being sarcastic. But it's so hard to tell these days because this shit is beyond parody. So, Kid Rock is back and he's decided to jump on the bandwagon of anti-woke. I'm in my 50s, but I'm giving you the middle finger still, and I ain't doing what you tell me to do. Basically, he's a 50-year-old version of Cartman. I do what I want. I do what I want. Just so fucking cringe. He's seen how other musicians like Tom, Ronald McDonald, the clown of rap, has made so much money by playing into this anti-woke, anti-SJW narrative. And it's hard to believe this is not a Saturday Night Live skit, folks. As bad as this fucking is, but like, good God, can you imagine being 50 and still doing shit like this?
Sideways, my way, on the highway, listen up, ain't nothing changed here, I still don't give a fuck. So what the fuck's up with all the backlash? You snowflakes, here's a news flash. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live.
I do what I want like Eric Cartman. I'm 50 years old and I'm still flipping birds and acting like I'm a teenager. I grew up rich as shit, but I'm pretending I'm a redneck. Just so goddamn ridiculous and cringe. At one point, he even flies to space on a rocket ship made out of middle fingers. Like, oh God, try not to cringe to death. Oh God, this is so fucking cringy, dude. So yeah, he got roundly roasted by the entire fucking internet, except for like the few chuds who were going to reward him for this. But just embarrassing as fuck. And hero Weird Al Yankovic taking a shot at him. It's pretty funny. Weird Al says, to everybody that's congratulating me right now on my new Kid Rock parody video, let me clarify, that's not me. That's actually Kid Rock. Nailed him. 82,000 likes. That's how you do it. That's how you shit on the chuds, Weird Al. Love me some Weird Al. One of my greatest heroes of all time. Man, I tell you what, if something happens to Weird Al and he turns out to be some kind of ridiculous chud or something, I'm gonna eat a bullet. Fuck that shit. I can't live in a world where Weird Al's not a hero. Just saying. And speaking of beyond parody, folks, good goddamn, this is so ridiculous. So yeah, they gave Trump a honorary black belt in Taekwondo, a 9th degree black belt, which is the highest level of Taekwondo. Like I said, imagine working your ass off all your life to get a black belt in Taekwondo, and they just hand one to this fat tub of goo. A guy who can barely even move. Look, he can barely fucking move. He couldn't throw a punch if his life depended on it, or a kick. This fat, bloated piece of shit. But yeah, look, I'm so tough, aren't I? So apparently this guy is the president of the South Korean Taekwondo Society or whatever. And clearly it's a publicity stunt. I guess they're not making enough money over there at the Taekwondo Academy. So they're like, hey, you know who else has a black belt in Taekwondo? Vladimir Putin. That's right. I bet Trump, since he sucks Vladimir Putin's dick all the time, would also love to be a black belt in Taekwondo. And of course, Trump's like, hell yeah. If my hero Putin is a black belt, I want to be a black belt. So, cringe in every goddamn way. But I was looking at this picture of Trump and his Taekwondo outfit. And I was thinking to myself, where have I seen this before? This looks so familiar. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's Beverly Hills Ninja. Oh, poor Chris Farley. Although Chris Farley actually does make, or Trump actually does make Chris Farley look like a ninja. Compared to Trump, Chris Farley's like an elite professional athlete. But yeah, pretty close there. So embarrassing. And this also reminds me of the video I did about Kai Masters. And I didn't realize this until Elle told me the other day, but this is my most popular video I've ever done, which I'm not surprised. This is why I quit taking my channel so seriously, because even when I work on shit that I think is very meaningful, that I think could change society, put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it, a video that I just made throwaway in 5 minutes gets 3 million views. It's my most popular video. But yeah, here's Dyed Hair Dusty. I look so much better now. Look at this. How the fuck am I aging so well? This is goddamn. Anyway, I digress. This reminds me of the guy. This guy right here. That's exactly what Trump reminds me of. Except this guy's dyeing his hair black instead of Trump dyeing it blonde. But this reminds me of Trump's cult. If Trump put this outfit on and told people he could knock them out with his chi essence, his cult members would pretend to pass out just like this guy's cult members do. That's how ridiculous cult members are. They would do anything to please their cult leader. 100% Trump's lackeys would pretend to pass out in order to placate him and make him feel powerful. Just so sad. These fat motherfuckers pretend like they have magical powers. Cheesy, and yet 3.3 million views. Good God. This world's a fucking joke. And speaking of this world being a fucking joke, here's Donald Trump Jr. at an American Freedom Tour conference, shitting on Dr. Fauci. And like, this is how ridiculous our politics have become.
He's really going to make fun of Dr. Fauci's looks and use that as a talking point to shit on him. This is where we're at in 2021. This is what conservatives are bringing to the table. They shill for female doctors who believe that demon semen can impregnate you when you're asleep, and that the vaccine is the mark of the beast that you need to pray to have removed from your body. But actual doctors who are trying to save people's lives, like Dr. Fauci, get this kind of treatment.
It's like Fauci. It's clear he was never the best doctor, but he walked up. I'd argue, based on everything we have seen, based on every prediction he made, remember, not one model was ever right. Not one thing he said ever ended up being true, and basically not one thing he ever said at the beginning of this wasn't totally contradicted in his own emails, right? So he's clearly a clown. Clearly a quack, but what he is good at is working the bureaucratic system, right? He's never met a camera he didn't love, never had an interview he wouldn't do to make himself famous, because that's all it was for him.
It's like he's talking about Trump. He's literally talking about his own father, but instead he's talking about Dr. Fauci to shit on him. It's just so ridiculous.
He wanted to be the popular guy. He's not good looking enough to have ever been the popular guy anywhere else, let's be honest.
He's ugly.
It's like Fauci. It's
These are the people that continuously tell us, oh my God, we just got to all get along. What about civility? Don't you want to be civil? No. No, I don't. They made up this straw man that, so much for liberal tolerance, that liberals have somehow claimed that we're tolerant of everything. And that's something they continuously try to shit on us about. But I'm not tolerant of everything. I'm tolerant about things that don't hurt people. Like trans people, not hurting fucking anybody. Gay people, not hurting anybody. K-pop, not hurting anybody. I'm totally tolerant. Fascist douchebags trying to overthrow the government and install themselves as a dictator, not fucking tolerant about that. So they straw man that, oh my God, so much for left-wing tolerance. That's some bullshit straw man you guys made up in order to beat up. Has no bearing in reality, like everything else you think and say. And meet Jimmy Levy. Here's another example of what right-wingers reward. Had a #1 rap song on iTunes called This Is War, about, oh my God, the fucking vaccine mandates is war. I ain't gonna comply. I'm gonna fight back, because obviously I'm a genetically superior alpha male in top physical shape. So you should be really scared of. And let's have a listen to the thoughts of this #1 conservative bestseller.
Amazing. What do you attribute the cognitive dissonance to? Why are people struggling so hard to see what we see abundantly clear?
They're under a spell, a spiritual and psychological warfare spell. It's casted mostly through Hollywood. Hollywood is the Holywood. Cast the magic through the television. It's real magic.
Televised vision, right?
Televised vision. You know, it's right there in the word. Every word is a spelling. But they've been doing this to us for so long. They created all of our personalities at home. They create the divorces. They create the family matriarch at home that they want to see. They create the children type that they want to see. And they actually, all of our personalities, me and you are 5 to 10 of our favorite movie characters, because we're actually not living until we get to our full soul connection, which is, it's a whole journey too there. You probably never get there even in your eternal life, which God knows, but you're still unwinding from all the programming, from all the stuff you absorbed in your subconscious.
How could I possibly parody this? How can you make more fun of this guy than he already makes fun of himself by just talking? Let's listen to more.
Why the reluctance? Why are people having such a hard time to wanting to wake up? Is it the shadow work that's going to be required of them, or the actual physical research? Why are they stalling?
There's a lot of fear when it comes to the celebrities. They're getting paid off, or they're in a group. There's a secret religion that many people that I was around are part of, and that religion hides the truth from the majority in order for them to take over the planet. The depopulation agenda is way more than just killing people and getting the people to 500 million. their goal is actually to drag everyone to hell while their families live long on Earth. And these major corporations are going to the biggest influencers and saying, we'll keep you and your family alive, push this agenda, it's going to get rid of everyone else, we're going to have 500 million in perpetual balance with nature, which is in the satanic doctrine, and not only that, but you'll be okay, they're promising, which we don't even know, they're probably going to lie to them too, because Satan is the most deceiving. But the main goal is not just to depopulate the planet, it's to make sure everyone...
Definitely, this guy ain't no sheep. Look at his shirt. No sheep in my circle. I believe it, because he ate them. No doubt about it. Let's listen to one more from this brainy. No, that's enough. All right, I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Let's look to one more. Why not? It's only 17 seconds. Let's see what else this genius has to say.
The music industry has been infiltrated by Satan for so long. People are putting out music all music is hypnosis, so you can either do it for the good or bad of humanity. And right now, the 60s was the last time that we had a good vibrational music.
That's right, folks. Back in the 60s, every music has sucked since then, except for my music, which is amazing. Download it on iTunes. And folks, did you see Glenn Greenwald get completely fucking ethered? Oh my God. I would like to report a murder. Hello, 911. So, he gets into this argument with Adam H. Johnson, who is actually a real journalist who doesn't go on any corporate media whatsoever. Actually has scruples and integrity, unlike Glenn Greenwald. But what these chuds always do is they always project. They always project what they're doing on someone else in order to distract from what they're doing. So he responds to this guy and says, Adam understands the point. He knows his left-wing audience that didn't watch the trial is enraged. So he came back from his Twitter hiatus to defend the honor of the corporate media.
It's the establishment.
Which he finds yet again, to his befuddlement, is 100% on his side of a major controversy. So here he is blaming this guy for being a shill for the corporate media. When the truth is, there has never been a bigger shill for the corporate media than Glenn Greenwald. To which Adam responds, literally, all I do is criticize corporate media. You only criticize liberal corporate media. I do not go on corporate media. You have a permanent seat on the most watched corporate media show in the most watched corporate media outlet, which you mysteriously never criticize. Look at this ratio. 10,000 to 248, like murdered. And look, here's an example. Glenn Greenwald going to accuse someone else of being in the back pocket of corporate media. Here he is on Fox News. Glenn Greenwald infuriated by media coverage of Kyle Rittenhouse. Glenn Greenwald, U.S. media inaccurate reporting of Rittenhouse. Glenn Greenwald on Fox News. Trump revealed the deep state to America. Glenn Greenwald suggests CNN, liberal media, is controlled just on every chance he gets going to corporate media. And gonna accuse someone else of being a corporate media stooge. This is why he's a darling of people like Jimmy Dore. This is why he's a darling of people like Joe Rogan. All these fucking chuds stick together. And God damn it, I love to see them get crushed. And then suddenly, when this guy said this, he disappeared. No response at all. Crickets. I wonder why. You slunk off, Glenn Greenwald. Curious. And, folks, what a trash world. I know this is beyond parody, but this could also go in the trash world. Here's two billionaires looking like their mom just dressed them for the first day of kindergarten. Imagine being a billionaire and looking this fucking stupid. These guys are a match made in heaven. They belong together. Look how ugly these fucking shoes are. And yeah, it's definitely big my wife just left me energy. Hey Kanye, I heard your wife is stooping Pete Davidson. How's that feel? That can't feel good, Kanye. Might want to pray about it. And all right, well, that is my Beyond Parody section. I thought it was going to be longer than that. I rolled through that fucking shit, didn't I? All right, let's check the super chats, and we're going to do a small Q section. Cindy M says, fully vaxxed. Got my second vaccine today, wearing a mask, and love it, Dusty Frisch. Love. Cindy from Canada. Hey, love you back, Cindy. Appreciate it. Everybody hit the like button. Man, the show is only 605 tonight. We usually have like 8 to 900. Would you guys please quit knocking over my water? That's very annoying. Like, what do you expect? We're cats. That's what we do. Have you considered moving to? I read that. Dusty, you should make Jimmy Doorknob voice over his videos. That'd be funny. Shelly Simpson 499. Thank you, Shelly. All right, more super chats, please. Let's continue. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. And all right, even though it's a small Q section, we got plenty of time, so let's sing the Q song together. If you know the words, sing along. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q. I didn't do the Q graphic. Q. Nailed it. And first off on Q, folks, this is what I was talking about before. How you don't even have to be charismatic. You don't have to be good looking. You don't have to be smart. None of that is required to be a cult leader. This is how unsophisticated human beings actually are. Much closer to monkeys than you could possibly imagine. So this is the new Q cult leader. Convicted felon Michael Brian Protzman. Now I'm going to read you a whole article about people who have given up their families, who abandoned their children, and have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this guy. This guy.
Yes, John Kennedy 174. I am Jesus Christ 174. Yes, John. Yes, John.
So this is the guy who has all the QAnon people flocking to Dallas because John F. Kennedy and John F. Kennedy Jr. are going to come back to life and declare Trump the presidency. And they're still there, folks. It hasn't happened yet, but their faith has not wavered at all. They are still in Dallas awaiting the return of John F. Kennedy Jr. This guy who can barely fucking form a sentence is a cult leader that they're kissing his ass and treated him like a god. And there was a good article in Vice News about this. The QAnon JFK cult in Dallas is tearing families apart. Katie Gardner and her sister grew up in a small town in Arkansas and were always close. We both were cheerleaders in school, made pretty good grades, and loved to just hang out with friends and each other. No one has a perfect childhood, but we had each other. We knew that. And that's what made us so close. We even have matching tattoos to remind each other of that, Garner told Vice News. They both became nurses, and Garner's sister married a doctor and had 3 children. Then around the time of the 2020 presidential election, Garner's sister started looking at some of the conspiracy theories swirling online about how former President Donald Trump lost the vote. Ultimately, she found QAnon. It took her about 3 months to become totally obsessed, Garner said. That's all she would talk about. You could call her and somehow the conversation would turn into how we live in a world with reptilians and how the Clintons are evil baby eaters. Then she found Michael Brian Protzman, the guy I just showed you, known to his followers as Negative 48, who is the leader of a QAnon offshoot that's been camped out in Dallas for the last 3 weeks awaiting the return of John F. Kennedy and John F. Kennedy Jr. Garner's sister left her family behind and drove to Dallas about a month ago and has cut off almost all communication with her family. According to Garner, her sister has so far handed over about $200,000 to the group. $200,000 that guy just showed you. Almost unbelievable. And is being forced to drink a hydrogen peroxide solution and take biopellets to ward off COVID-19 and stay healthy. Her phone calls and messages are also being monitored, according to Garner, who believes her sister will never return. She left her children for this and doesn't even care. She is missing birthdays and holidays for this. She truly believes this is all real, and we are the crazy ones for trying to get her to come home. But she won't, Garner said. I don't believe she will ever come back from this. We are in mourning. Garner's sister was one of the hundreds of people who initially traveled to Dallas to see JFK reappear on November 2nd. However, when that didn't happen, the goalpost shifted, and Protzman convinced dozens of people that if they waited long enough, something else would happen. Katie says her sister's brief message to her parents have gone from be home in a few days to I'm not coming home. My husband can take care of the kids. I am not leaving until this is over. While the group initially appeared to be waiting for the reappearance of JFK over the weekend, the tone of Protzman's comments shifted dramatically. Besides proclaiming that he was God's representative on Earth, he also took part in a video chat where the participants openly spoke about having to experience death in order to learn the truth. Look how crazy. This is cult. This is the cult he's built. Look how insane these fucking people are.
With the information Charlie's dropped on you, if you're in Charlie's group and you're still around, you're tested.
Yeah, it's that baptism of fire going through that forge, which is ultimately what we all have to go through. We have to experience that physical death, let go of our ego, and come out on the other side. Burn everything that doesn't serve us. Burn all the lies away.
Yeah, we have to overcome physical death. So yeah, they all kill themselves, folks. They all castrate themselves and kill themselves like the Hellbop Comet cult did. The Heaven's Gate people. Hours later, the administrator of Protzman's Telegram channel posted a screenshot of a navigation app showing the destination as Waco, Texas. So they move the goalpost to something else. And when that doesn't happen, they'll move it again. They'll move it again. This guy's getting off too much on having people worship him and giving him all this money, so he's never going to let it go. Until, finally they do something crazy. So, yeah, don't be surprised if you hear about mass suicides coming from this QAnon cult in the not too distant future. And, all right, let's do the Karen section. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Karens tonight because we didn't cover the last show. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it go, cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Why are you caring so much, Karens? I want to care a little less. And first off, on the Karen Cavalcade. Did you guys see this one? So Hanzo, remember Hanzo? We thought we were going to get rid of Hanzo because Tizzy called him out, said where he lived, alerted the authorities. But nope, Hanzo, he's that psycho guy that keeps going around and macing people. He back, folks. And here he is, macing a black guy who is the manager of a bed store and getting rewarded for it because this is the world we live in.
Yeah. Oh. Thanks for calling the bed store. What's up, my nigger? Hello? Oops. Sorry.
I need you to leave or I'm going to call security.
I was trying to find a bed. I just answered the phone for you.
I'm going to call security.
Your eyes twitching, bro. Yeah.
It's because I'm frustrated. I got other things.
I know. Is it because I'm white?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Absolutely.
Wow. You just admitted to being racist.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
We're all racist. Bye.
Wow. I just got you on camera saying that you're all racist. Okay. Thanks for calling the bet store. Fuck you, nigger. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
How is this guy not fucking locked up? What? Where the fuck the cops at? Just insanity, folks. But yep, he's been rewarded for it. All the piece of shit like, look at everybody that is upset with you randomly using the N-word and macing innocent people. You're awesome, Hanzo. So this is why I'm starting to wonder if this country is worth saving. If we should even bother anymore, just let it fucking burn to the goddamn ground. It's so frustrating to watch this shit get rewarded over and over again. And here's another example. A racist outburst at a sushi joint from these anti-maskers who were so offended they were asked to wear a mask. They had to go all racist on the heroes in the front line working for us, trying to keep us fed.
I have a mask. Right? Hey, come on outside.
here.
Wow. Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit. Maybe that's not a Chinese restaurant. It was a Chinese guy behind the counter there. So, yeah. 100% Trump supporters. This is what's being encouraged. This is what's spreading. This is who we are as a people, unfortunately. And this happened a couple weeks ago, but I didn't cover it. I thought it was old, but I guess it wasn't old. Is Inside Edition still on? I didn't even know that, but I think this is new, folks. So this Karen goes into a place and throws hot chili into the waitress's, or hot soup into the waitress's face. And since she got arrested, there's an update on it. I decided to cover it. Let's have a look.
Throw food in someone's face and you may be arrested. That's a lesson Amanda Nicole Martinez has just learned. On November 7th, Martinez complained to a restaurant in Temple, Texas, that her menudo soup was so hot it melted the top of the takeout container. Janelle Nellie Broland was the manager on duty who took the call.
I, of course, offered her like refunds and was trying to get her either a replacement meal or just something completely different if she wasn't in the mood for soup anymore. And she just continued to yell.
Martinez came back to the restaurant to continue her complaint, as seen on this surveillance video, pointing out the melted lid.
She just still continued to yell, make a scene, still cursing with, families and other children in the restaurant. And that's when I said, ma'am, you either need to calm down or leave, or I'm going to be calling the police. And I said, ma'am, I can still help you and get you something. I just ask that you don't yell and cuss at me. And that's the moment she threw it at me.
Thankfully, the hot soup had cooled down, but Broland says the experience was still painful.
My eyes were stinging so bad, they were burning, and the spices were all like inside of the top part of my nose, and it caused me to have a nosebleed.
31-year-old Amanda Martinez was arrested Wednesday, charged with a Class A misdemeanor, assault causing bodily injury, according to Bell County Sheriff's Department. Her bail was set at $5,000. If convicted, Martinez faces up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $4,000. This is Inside Edition.
Ran around real fucking quick, didn't she? Just no doubt Trump supporter. Wouldn't know, stake my goddamn reputation. Like, that's worth a lot on that. So enjoy jail, fucko. What a goddamn loser. And this one went super fucking viral. This is so angering to watch. So these two dudes seem super cool. They pull over in an abandoned parking lot, not bothering anybody, and film themselves having a little tailgate session where they're making lobster rolls. I guess they just caught some fresh lobsters. They pull over and they're shooting a little video about it. And this woman, this fucking Karen, comes over and starts harassing them and telling them that they're bothering her somehow, and destroys all their fucking food. This is so angering. Watch this.
How's it going? We're doing a catch and cook. We just caught some lobster and we're making some lobster rolls. Want to try it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But this is.
Okay, yeah, we'll clean all this up. And we'll get on out here.
Do this here.
Oh, really? Alrighty.
We're sorry.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll get on out. Okay, so do you want to see what they look like?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I
All right, sounds good. Well, we're gonna
grow up to eat one of those.
Oh, you don't like lobster? Okay, well, we're just gonna empty this pan and then we'll head on out of here.
I want to see you leave. I want you to
Okay.
pack up and get the heck out of here.
Okay, what was your name?
Don't.
My name's James.
My name is. I'm on the board, and if
Uh-huh.
you're not out of here in a minute, I am calling the sheriff.
Okay. All right,
I mean,
all right.
You can't do this on private property.
A big old open, wide road. And we're in guest parking. Okay, all right. We'll be getting out soon. We're just gonna
No, I
pack
don't
this
wanna
up.
hear soon. You're making me upset.
Okay, well-
You've got a lot of nerve doing this.
Really? Oh, we ran into some other people that were walking,
I don't
and they were
want to
really
hear
nice.
about the other people. This is illegal what you're doing.
Why would you say that?
All right, I'm calling
All right,
the
so
sheriff.
well, now that we're out of here, we just played
You've
everything.
got 1 minute to get
Okay.
out of here, or I'm calling the sheriff.
Okay, sounds good.
You are on property that you do not belong on.
Yeah, we're just trying to pack up so we can get out of here. We'll throw this
You're
into the
not
trash
packing
can.
up. Pack it up.
Oh my, ma'am. Okay, so we got this.
Let's just calm down. We're gonna pack it up. Don't worry. Everything's
Okay.
gonna be gone.
There's no need to be mad about this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab this one. Okay.
Yeah, this is. I'm at the Palace Bay Club, which is private property, as you know. And we have some guys who are cooking to leave.
Imagine being this fucking petty.
Whoa.
Now, but
Why? You're causing such a fuss. We're not bothering anybody.
you're bothering me.
Well, we're trying not to. This is your property. It says your name is your name. She owns it. She owns all this property. You own all this property. Do you? But no. Us being here bothering her so much. Why are you coming up to us? We're not bothering anybody. I'm not.
Gotta play the victim.
We're not bothering anybody. Suit against you.
We're not bothering anybody.
I advise you to get the heck out.
We're gonna get out of here. We're not bothering anybody. You're coming up to us.
So miserable.
It's a Sunday. Have a great day. What are you doing? Whoa,
And she's gonna go over there and she's gonna ruin their food.
Oh my. Ooh, look what she just did. Oh my goodness. Oh, there she goes.
Bitch!
And that's the remainder of our lobster rolls. Hey, good save. You saved the.
Just imagine being this fucking miserable with your life. Imagine this being this big of a fucking cunt.
Like that lady. She's there.
And I guess their ethnicity probably had a lot to do with this.
The sheriff.
I'm sure a couple young white dudes, super white dudes, would have undergone the same treatment. I hope she gets kicked out of there. I hope they do something fucking to her. If anybody has an update on the story, please let me know. I would love to know how this fucking ends. Yeah, those guys were so laid back and cool about the whole fucking thing. Can't get any cooler than that. They handled it perfectly. Yeah, run away, Karen. And, do you guys see this one? Couple assholes at Jack in the Box called the cops because their fries were cold. Imagine being these people, man. Like, they should go to jail. Like, if you call the cops for a bullshit reason, straight to jail with you.
Don't leave this parking lot. I want you to call the police. No, the cops will be here in a minute. You're fucking rude. You're fucking rude. Excuse me. Are you the manager? We're at Jack in the Box. We ordered some food, and our food is cold. And this is the behavior that we are getting from the employees.
Super cool. They uploaded this themselves, thinking this made them look good. Yeah, jackass in the box.
They said if you don't leave, they're going to call the cops. We are already on it.
We're calling them now.
And I'm not leaving until I get my money back. Okay, that's fine. You just called me an idiot. Like who are you to call me an idiot?
But you know what? You insulted us.
And using all type of foul language like you just disrespectful for no reason. Not one person would disrespect you the whole entire time. I want my money back.
The disrespect was that spoken.
Please give me my money back. This just called me an idiot. You think it'd be nice to you now? Please give me my money back.
You were acting like.
Here.
I said you were acting like.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The customer is always right. Didn't you take
Bullshit.
customer service? Don't
No,
you
they're
know
not.
customer service is? You're not. I'm not a customer? Okay, I just gave you money and I want my fucking money back now. Why you gotta use foul language? Like, what is wrong with you?
They want their money back, but she's steadily drinking on the coke. Fuck you.
Like, what is your problem? Like, this Jack in the Box and the previous Jack in the Box that I was just at. Apparently, y'all don't know how to do your goddamn jobs. Don't you go to the other Jack in the Box then?
Want to know? People don't want to work anymore. That's exactly why. Who would want to have to make less than a living wage, make slave wages, having to deal with fucking piece of shit like this all day long? Let's skip ahead.
Our food is cold, and they won't give me my fucking money back.
She's on the phone with the cops.
Okay, where are you at?
Jack in the Box on Bayless.
Do you have an address?
What's your address? Oh, it looks like finally the manager's going to come out here and give us our money back.
Okay, do you want an officer?
Oh, we don't know yet.
I don't know yet. They're just very rude here. This is the second fucking Jack in the Box I've been to today.
Ma'am, do you want an officer?
No.
Okay, so you don't need the police?
No.
No.
Okay, have a
No,
good day.
I'm just wasting your time. I'm wasting taxpayer money. They should send a policeman out there anyway and arrest them for filing false reports, or I guess they didn't file a report, but for wasting fucking taxpayer money, goddammit. And here's another anti-masker. throwing a big-ass temper tantrum in a Las Vegas Walmart. Starting to think she might have some mental health issues.
You might not want to go that way. She tripping. Damn, she throwing shit. She is tripping up in here. She is tripping.
You want to go to jail for a long time? Just fucking get hungry. I dare you! Can I ever?
No, don't, no.
Ain't nobody ever this hungry.
You don't do that, homie. Don't hit her. Walmart is crazy today. She's hungry.
It's the crazy privilege of these fucking people in America. I mean, it's just nuts. Our society is just collapsing all around us. The inmates have taken over the fucking asylum. And here's another example. This trash fucking human going to shit on the employees at Subway. And the beautiful thing is everybody hates her. She's trying to get some backup from the customers, and it ain't fucking happening because everybody realizes you're the wrong and you're garbage.
And I'm finna re-upload this motherfucker. The fuck?
Good day, cause this bitch at Subway said ass. I will. You will beat my ass. I will. You need to go back there and do your job. I will. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job, bitch. How about that? Y'all want this woman to make your food? She will not make my customers' food and threaten to beat my ass with her racist ass. Come on out here and do your job, bitch. You got the right motherfucking white girl. Somebody call the police, sir. Can you call the law? Why not? She's one person. She's one person, and I'm willing to wait for their food that she's refusing to make. So, you won't call the law? Okay, well then serve your country and sit right on right there. I bet you got that vaccine too, didn't you? Yeah, you Democrat, socialist, commie bastard.
That's right, everybody got the vaccine, it's a commie.
I took it because bad lungs run in my family.
Well, I pray to God that you don't get hurt because that shit it kills old.
Just, god damn it. Fuck. So depressing. And one more Karen, folks, for you guys tonight. This old white man outside the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, he a little bit too comfortable saying the N-word, in my opinion. Watch this shit.
Why? Because Richard Pryor has an album called That Nigger's Crazy. Mike Tyson says the N-word. He says nigger. Dave Chappelle says nigger. Okay, why is it that depending on your race you can say the word nigger? People were out here 2 weeks ago and they were saying if a white person says the word nigger, it's a weapon. So if you hear the word nigger and somebody's around the corner, you have to look and see who the person was that said it to find out if it was a weapon, to find out if you're hurt. Come on. As Bill Cosby said, why don't black people quit smacking their kids, quit saying motherfucker,
Quoting Bill Cosby.
quit calling each other
Always a
nigger?
great move.
Are you from here, sir? Are you a resident? I'm from Racine.
Yeah, black crimes matter. Definitely not racist, is it? You know, he says the N-word all the time. You can tell by how comfortable he is saying it. Hard ER.
How court works. It's important for everybody to know how the process works. The process of court works like this. There's a judge, there's a jury, there's evidence, there's witnesses, and there's cross-examination. More than that, what do you want? This is the reason that aliens won't talk to us. Because of
Yes,
these
you are.
people right here. The aliens hide behind clouds and say, look how deranged these people are.
He's right about that. Look how deranged he is, yeah. Yep. Betty roofies his dates. Wouldn't be surprised. No evidence of that. All right, folks, that's my Karen section. Hit the like button, everybody, if you will. If you're able, please hit the like button. Turkey fun. Hell yeah, I need it. Gonna eat some turkey on some Thanksgiving. Unbelievable. Dollar, appreciate it, unbelievable. Beast Nation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry is my business. Thank you, appreciate it. Cindy M, fully vaxxed. Got my second vaccine today. Wearing a mask. Love it. That's for this. Cindy from Canada. Already read it. Thank you. Cool. All right, last chance to get your super chats if you want to, if you're able. Can immortalize yourself from ever. Let's hit what the poors are saying over here. He must be a judge. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. He'll be the one overseeing the Kyle Rittenhouse civil trial. Big brains. Well, he is right. Agreed, he is. All right. Next up, folks, to finish us off, gonna do a little COVID porn. Cause bow, chicka, wow, COVID porn. And did do this last week, but got a few good ones for you guys today. All right, I guess I should do the intro. Meet the victims. What is the fucking intro? I've already forgot it. Welcome to Meet the Victims. God damn it. All right, turn. Welcome to Meet the Victims, where we take a look at conservatives that spread anti-vax memes and then died of COVID. Meet Scott Hillard, 42, Fort Collins, Colorado, a business owner, and yep, super cool. Got his sunglasses on, his hat backwards, and a smirk on his face. He posted, think about this for a second if you aren't close-minded. Create a virus to scare people, place them in quarantine, count the number of dead every second of every day, and every news headline, close all businesses, 40 million out of jobs, peak unemployment, remove entertainment parks, gyms, bars, restaurants, sports, no dating, no touching, mask people, dehumanize them, close temples and churches, create a vaccine, let depression and anxiety and desperation set in, then ignite hatred and a civil war. Yeah, isn't it the government igniting this? Seems like it might be the white supremacist igniting this bullshit. So anyway, finishes off this rant with, do your research, make up your own minds, rather than eating everything being spoon-fed to us on social media. Social media is going to kill us. It literally did kill you, motherfucker. You literally died because you believe the fucking stupid memes spread on social media. Foreshadowing. And he wants you guys to know if you try to save his life, he gonna murder you. He posted, just try. Referring to vaccinations. My promise to anyone that does this, you will die by my hands. If you try to put something in my body, hey, don't worry, dude. We will absolutely let you die horribly and brutally, gasping for your last breath in torturous agony. You want it? You got it, Scott Hillard. He posted, if you get this vaccine, you're about a fucking idiot. And they want you to wear a mask, misspelled wear. Super genius. What's the fucking point of the vaccine then? Yeah, folks, hey, they want you to wear your seatbelts. I thought airbags worked. What's the use in even having airbags if you're wearing a seatbelt? Shh, checkmate. Open your mind a little. No, I know ex-family members that will do it because it's common sense. And then his family members are like, yeah, and I did it proudly. So to have such big words when you're not seeing it on the front lines is super one-sided. Open your mind a little. Be less judgy of what others choose for them. Do what is right for you. But man, those words, your and where, yeah, you can't spell, motherfucker. To which he says, then answer me this. When Obama was in office, 60 million people died of N1H1. No, they didn't. 60 million people caught it, and about between 100 to 500,000 people died from it worldwide. So might want to do your research. Nobody had to shut down their stores. Nobody had to wear a mask. Putting up with complete bullshit. Actually, other countries where it did spread more than this country wore masks continuously. Now they're saying that you need to wear your mask after you get the vaccine. True, because you can still spread it and you don't want to. You want to protect your fellow citizens. So if someone would have been good enough to protect your life by wearing a mask, you might still be alive, but you're not. You're dead. You died. He posted. Well, let's see what else. A bunch of nonsense. Oh, yeah. He posted, take the mask off, dumbass Democrat. That's right. Don't wear a mask around me. What's the worst that could happen? He posted, so for you that got the vaccinations, feel dumb now, don't you? You have not one fucking clue what they put into your body. Hey, I know what they put into your body. Embalming fluid. Because you are dead as fuck. And also right now in your body, worms crawling all through your body, eating away at your dead flesh, you fucking moron. He posted, people who don't want the vaccine aren't refusing it. You don't say a person is refusing to take antidepressants or refusing to get married. You can't decline without refusing. You decide what's best for you. Refuse is a manipulative term loaded with unfair moral pressure. That's right, don't pressure me into trying to protect my own life, because the next thing you know, I'm so dizzy. Shit. I wonder why. I wonder what you could possibly have. Somebody call Columbo to solve this mystery for us. Then he posted, enjoy life. It has an expiration date, with a guy riding a motorcycle with his hands off the handlebars. Because, yeah, enjoy life means not taking it seriously and living dangerously in order to make sure it's as short as possible. Yeah, that's a great way to live your life, isn't it, Scott? Then he posted, my lungs hurt so bad. Deep, deep cough. Damn. I know, damn, man. If only there was some kind of shot you could have taken that was free and easy that would have kept all this from happening. At least you got your freedoms. He posted, can't even think about me right now. My girlfriend is hurting so bad. I think it's hospital time. So this brain genius gave his girlfriend COVID too, and now she's suffering. And then, while they're both dying of COVID, she breaks up with him. Because good. Run, girl, run. Then he posted, I'm going downhill fast. My freaking lungs. Well, bing bong. Taunts and swears. Then he posted, ambulance is on the way. I can't take this no more. COVID for sure. If you can tell on my face and in my voice I don't want to be with you while I'm sick as fuck, your gut instinct tells you to leave me because of this? What's wrong with you? Who does that? I'm so sick I can hardly move. Thoughts? I guess his girlfriend left him because he gave her the Rona. Then he posted, I've been in bed for a long time now, 5 to 6 days. Been so sick I can't move. My headache hurts so bad. Tears are coming down my face. I can handle a lot, but this fucking hurts so bad I can't stand it. So I get broke up with over this because she can tell in my face and in my voice I don't want to be with her, so she left me. Yeah, well, you about to leave everybody. She the least of your problems, dude. Then he posted, do not resuscitate. Okay, done. Then he posted, I'm starting to feel worse again. Oh shit, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. Nothing realer than death, Scott. Then I guess they let him go from the hospital so he can go spread corona to everybody else. So then he goes back at the hospital. Yeah, he's back. Then he posted, my dear God, this COVID is kicking my ass. Huh, it's what you wanted, right? You got what you wanted, Scott. Then he posted, let's say one thing, SARS-CoV can kiss my ass. I've never in my life been this sick, nowhere close. My good Lord. Got myself into town this morning and only took 10 steps. Oh, great, he's out in town spreading COVID to people. That's great. And I'm done. Going back to my truck, going home, and going back to bed. Can't wait to lay back down. I'm so tired and drained. Would somebody please keep this sick motherfucker in the hospital? This plague rat piece of shit out there killing folks? Then he posted, I've never felt more awkward in my life. My heart is flip-flopping. I'm out of breath. Have this horrible taste in my mouth. Not knowing what lies ahead of me for tonight is giving me anxiety through the roof. Damn, I need a break. Yeah, what you needed was a vaccination. Then he posted, can't even walk up the stairs without completely winded. Fuck COVID, I'm hurting. I'm thinking I have pneumonia for sure. Well, I still can't taste dinner. I think my lungs are collapsing. So this sucks. I'm laying my back. I will try another way. And then he posted, I guess people are texting him and he's bitching about it. Hey dude, if you don't want to get text messages when you're sick, turn your phone off. He says, okay folks, check it out. I'm motherfucking sick. I can't fucking sleep. unless we are having fucking conversation. Don't fucking make my phone beep. I fell asleep 3 fucking times for less than 2 fucking minutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock and after. I'm more than fucking awake right now, god damn it. Why do you feel the fucking need to make my phone beep? Not appreciated appropriate time at all. I'm pissed. Hope you slept well. Well, you're sleeping great now. You're sleeping the sleep of the dead. Then he posted, ambulance on the way. Why are you not in the hospital? Why do you keep going to the hospital and going home? Stay in the fucking hospital, plague rat. Then he says, my lungs feel like they crushed. And all I'm doing is gasping for air. Yeah, sounds bad. Sounds real fucking bad. But hey, you didn't comply. Then he posted, one lung is white, one lung is red, 100, 103 temperature. Yeah, huh? Sounds terrible. Then he posted, just got home, good night. Why are you home? What is happening here? Then he posted, back out of the ER again. You went to the ER and then you're out again? This is like fucking Groundhog Day. Then he posted, asking for prayers, of course, because that always works. I could use some prayers big time. I am very, very, very sick. SARS plus COVID-2 plus influenza plus respiratory, like the worst of the COVID you can bosom we have. I don't know what that fucking means. Come on over. I can help give it to you. See how bad you are. 6 emergency trips to the ER. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, plague rat. Stay the fucking far away from you as I goddamn can. And then the next thing you know, 2 days later, yeah, he dead. He died. Scott passed away. I just heard all these prayers, but where was everyone? We was busy praying. Sorry. I was praying so hard. Can't believe it didn't work. And yeah, my sister's husband's boss. He was exactly 6 days younger than me, guys. 42. Super young. At least she has some sense. Molly Connerhan. Again, COVID is real. I know I'm annoying, but please encourage your friends to get vaccinated. It can save their lives. Not only that, it can save them from a horrendous death. A slow, painful, torturous death. If only someone could have convinced Scott Hilliard. But they didn't. So Scott Hilliard, 42. Deleted. Belly up. Meet Donovan Eastman, 55. Orem, Utah. Hairdresser. Oh, super cool hair. He posted, imagine vaccine so safe you had to be threatened to take it. For a disease so deadly, you have to be tested. Yeah, imagine dipshits who would literally spread anti-vax memes on Facebook and die of a treatable illness instead of getting a free, easy shot. Imagine that. That is some Twilight Zone bullshit. He posted, the vaccine rollout is being discussed for who's going to be available for phase 1. This is old, so I guess this has been answered. Let's see what else he posted. For the love of God, please explain to me why you would get an untested vaccine against a virus that has a 99.7% survival rate. It's not 99.7%. It's like 98%. There's like a 2% chance you'll die if you catch it. Which, if there's a free and easy vaccine you can get to make it much, much, much less likely that you're going to die or have long-term complications, why wouldn't you take that? Oh, I guess if you were made incredibly afraid, if you were so scared of the vaccine it cost your life, which it did you, Donovan. Is it because you're an overachiever and want 99.9% survival rate? Yes. Yes, it is. Every single percentage point I can get to make sure I survive and don't die a brutal, torturous death, I'm absolutely going to do. But I guess I'm the idiot here, you dead fuck. He posted, watching the part in V for Vendetta, where the government creates a virus and uses it to seize power over its people, with Leonardo DiCaprio pointing, yeah, that's what's happening now. Yeah, life is a movie, isn't it? I guess it's Night of the Living Dead for you, Donovan. Then he posted, bow down before the God that will save you, with a meme of people bowing down to a golden calf of vaccines. This is so grim. This literally would have saved you. If this were a God, you should have bowed down to it, because the God you pick don't give a fuck about you. He posted, I'm not hesitant to take the vaccine. I'm simply not taking the shit. Good. One less fucking idiot in the world. Thank you for your choice, Donovan. You chose wisely. For the rest of us, anyway. What else did he post? Let's keep going. Great question here. He posts, question. How come the only people still worried about COVID are the ones actually vaccinated from it? Maybe because we're the ones smart enough to understand we don't want to risk our lives, even if it's a small percentage, when the vaccine is free and easy to get? Just saying. This is what one of his idiot friends posted. I've had it twice, never vaccinated. I'm still kicking. It wasn't pleasant, but I definitely believe in the natural immune system over an unproven medication. God, we ate so much dirt and drank river water growing up. Pretty sure my generation is damn near bulletproof, just saying. Yeah, that totally worked out for Donovan Eastman. I guess he wasn't as strong as you, Mike. Not nearly as bulletproof. And then Donovan says, so being an unvaccinated patriot, I now have a comprehension of what being a minority in this country must feel like. That's right, folks. Because he's so stupid he didn't get vaccinated, he now knows what it's like to experience the repercussions of hundreds of years of systemic racism. Isn't that accurate and correct? Absolutely. Let's skip down. Oh, and then the next thing you know, please keep Donovan Eastman in your prayers. He is in ICU fighting for his life with COVID. Wonder how that happened. Then he posted, I'm in ICU fighting for my life, and I'm feeling the prayers being sent for a drowning man to be saved. That's right, your prayers are working. Pray harder, folks. Pray harder. Definitely working. And while he's fucking dying, he's still posting this bullshit. Yeah. Then he posted over 3,900 new cases of COVID-19. 14 deaths added in Utah 3 hours ago. I promise you, it's much scarier when you're on this side of a statistic. Yeah. Mike should have done everything you could have possibly done not to be on that side of the statistic. Donovan? Then, of course, like they always do, they suddenly want people to pay for their suddenly pay for their medical care. No doubt this guy is against Medicare for all. No doubt he supports conservative politicians who ensure he can't get reasonable health care. But when they get sick, they sure got their hand out. So here's their GoFundMe. Help Donovan Eastman fight for his life. Organized by Debbie Jimson. And then the next thing you know, he dead. His brother. Update, a miracle. As of now, he's with us. Barely, but with us. My brother with the heart of a lion. As I said our goodbyes to my older brother, my best friend. Father figure in many ways, my mentor, my hero. Today, after saying goodbye, I decided to take a motorbike ride around our beautiful island, knowing full well you would have loved it. And did in the seat of a bike. And update, dead. His wife posted, my true love, Donovan Eastman, has left this earth. Thank you for loving him, sending him your prayers and positive thoughts because they were so effective. Rip Donovan. Just saying. Spread the fucking ridiculous Facebook memes, the one we've seen a million times before. Didn't do the very minimum you could have done to protect your life. And the next thing you know, Donovan Eastman, 55. Belly up! Meets Ellen Brendan, 41. She had 6 kids, folks. She posted, the Star of David, not vaccinated, just like the Nazis were trying to do. Save all the Jews' life. She posted, I am not vaccinated. Don't like it? Then stay the fuck away from me. Hey, done. I'm not getting anywhere near the cemetery. So no problem, Ellen. She posted, come make me. With a vaccine needle. Hey, no one has to make you do anything. No one has to make you do anything ever again. She posted, unvaccinated lives matter. Because not only was she a dumbass anti-vaxxer, also a racist piece of shit. Amazing how they always go hand in hand. She posted, while the world is trusting this, with a guy getting a vaccination in his arm, my trust fully rests here, with a picture of the Bible. How did that work out for you? It's almost like you should have trusted science instead of an ancient book of fiction written by primitive screwheads. I don't know, just saying. Let's see. And yeah, after all that, then she posts this. Oh, seems bad. She in the hospital, got the machine on, can't talk. To which she says, "This has been my situation the past 3 days. If you feel I'm being rude, I apologize. I'm just trying to, not die. I have COVID pneumonia. Sorry to sound rude, but I just need rest." Yeah. And then, as she lay in the hospital dying from COVID, her husband is posting anti-vax memes. Posting this picture of Dr. Fauci with the text, "This is what the next lockdown should look like. All in favor? Yeah, let's lock up the doctor who's trying to save your wife's life." Cool, cool, cool. And then, as this fucking moron is laying dying in the goddamn hospital, she herself is posting anti-vax memes. She posts this picture of fucking idiot Aaron Rodgers talking about why he didn't take the COVID vaccine, to which she responds, "Did I just become a Packers fan? Not for long. Not for long, Ellen." And the next day, her final post was, "I won't be here for a while as I'm going to put on the ventilator around noon. Pray for my husband and children, please. Hopefully, we will talk again soon." Spoiler alert, we won't. Because the next thing you know, family and friends, unfortunately, my wife, Ellen Brennan, passed away just before 3 this morning. Rest in peace, Ellen. I wasn't friends with... This is somebody else that says this. "Rest in peace, Ellen. I wasn't friends with you on your new page, but your family is in my prayers." So, yep. Another one of these people that believe the Facebook memes and gave their life because of stupidity. Ellen Brennan, 41. Deleted. Bing bong. Meet Kevin Stevens, 50. Independence, Missouri. Anti-vaxxer. Look how super cool he is. He posted this meme, "Coming soon. Digital COVID-19 vaccine passports keeps records readily available for travel." That would be a great thing. This is not a bad thing at all. Let us know who the plague rats are very easily. To which he says, "Here you go to everyone getting this. I know a lot of individuals that are getting this. Now, if all this turns out to be true and this all plays out, good old Kevin wasn't a true idiot." You were a true idiot. The truest of idiots. Gave your life for no goddamn good reason. Life is about choices we make. Yeah, and so is death, motherfucker. I will continue to swab my nose every day with Neosporin, take vitamins that I can put in my own body. And yeah, I bitch about the mask, but hell, we are this a year so. We are, I guess, in this a year. We are in this a year, so why not continue? Again, my preference, my body. If you hate me good till it winks off into the sunset. Yeah, you went into the sunset, didn't you, motherfucker? Then he posts this picture of this guy in a gas mask that says, "Today, no mask, no entry. Tomorrow, no vaccine, no job. Somebody soon, no microchip, no rights." That's right, folks. It's the mark of the beast, and I will not comply. To which he says, "Folks, this is what the government is trying for. And if you give them an inch, they will take as much as they want. I'm pretty sure you all think I'm the fat boy that doesn't pay close attention. Yeah. The good news is death is a great weight loss program, Kevin Stevens. However, all the pieces I have pieced together, they are getting it done just the way they want because everyone's following suit. Hang on to your ass, folks. It's only just begun." Not for you, Kevin. It's only just ended. He posted, "I don't need to justify my refusal. You need to prove your right to force me." Hey, we're not going to force you. Now, your employer can demand you get vaccinated so you don't get their other employees sick and you can lose your job. But they're not going to hold you down and stick the needle in your arm, which they didn't. He lost his job because he refused to get vaccinated, folks. Here he is selling his bulletproof vest because he was so scared of the vaccine, he wouldn't get vaccinated. And he's so scared of life, he has to walk around apparently in a bulletproof vest. But when times get tough, he got to sell that baby. He says, "So I get let go of the company today because I don't comply to a mandate which is not a law. Up for sale. It cost me $425. For sale as of now. A straight $350 cash. Question, call me. Yeah. Doesn't someone want this guy's super cool bulletproof vest? Of course you do. And don't worry, folks, he ain't changed his mind. He's not going to comply. He posts this picture of Gina Carano. Do not comply. And then next thing you know, dead. Lori Stevens. Today I found out that my husband, Kevin Stevens, passed away. We may not have always lived together, but we always loved and cared about each other. We've been married 22 years, and we've gone through good times and bad. He was and always will have a special place in my heart. He tested positive for COVID-19 pneumonia on Saturday. He was turned away from St. Mary's in Blue Springs, Missouri. Maybe he'd be alive. Had they not done so, hey, maybe he'd be alive if he got fucking vaccinated. Huh. I'll know more about this when the autopsy is done. So, yep. He knew what was going on, folks. He wasn't just a fat fucking idiot. You should have listened to him, but don't listen to these fucking idiots. Cause Kevin Stevens, 50. Belly up. One more. Meet Vincent Stott, 57. Pompano Beach, Florida. So this guy was in love with anti-vax TikToks. He wasn't a big meme spreader, but instead he spreaded these bullshit videos from anti-vaxxers all over the place. Let's watch a couple of these bullshit videos that got this idiot killed.
Good day, and Fauci, you're a liar. You see, the whole world took a huge economic impact for this deadly virus called coronavirus 19, and yet it's now all coming out to be a lie. But all of us conspiracy theorists who were morons, idiots, and nuts and didn't know what we were talking about, and we were just spreading disinformation, little by little it's coming out that we were telling the truth. Fauci's emails are out.
Yep. They was telling the truth, folks. It's not real. Vince Stott, if you were alive, I'm pretty sure you would say it was really real. But you're not. And then these idiots, they get on TikTok and they're so unoriginal. They just read the popular anti-vax memes.
If you're outside today, remember that sunscreen only works if other people wear theirs too. True statement.
Isn't that the same thing as being vaccinated so you don't spread a deadly pandemic disease to other people? Yeah, it totally tracks. Exactly the same thing, isn't it? In these fucking morons' minds. And then he posted this video that all the anti-vaxxers posted everywhere of this doctor who misspoke. Now, the real statistic is that 60% of the people in England, I believe this says, are unvaccinated who are in the hospital. And the only reason that 40% are vaccinated in the hospital is because the vaccination rate is so high there, and also because of the Delta variant. But he misspeaks, and so not only do idiots spread this misinformation all around without checking into it, Tucker Carlson also jumped in it to spread the misinformation.
Who've been double vaccinated. We know it's around 60% of the people being admitted to hospital with COVID have been double vaccinated. And that's not surprising because the vaccines are not 100% effective. So fully 60% of patients admitted to British hospitals for severe, presumably life-threatening cases of COVID, because that's where you go to the hospital, had been fully vaccinated. That's what.
So you're telling me 60% of the people in England that are in the hospital due to COVID are vaccinated, double vaccinated. I mean, this is absurd. What the fuck is going on? So the vaccine doesn't work, obviously.
What the fuck's going on is the guy misspoke and the next day came out and corrected the record and said, oh shit, I misspoke. But who gives a shit about facts? Keep listening to Tucker Carlson, dude. Where did that get you? In the fucking ground, that's where. Let's see, what is this one? Then he posted this one.
To be clear in terms of the definition of people dying of COVID. So the case definition is very simplistic. It means at the time of death, it was a COVID positive diagnosis. So that means that if you were in hospice and had already been given, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that technically, even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So everyone who's listed as a COVID death doesn't mean that was the cause of the death, but they had COVID at the time of death.
Yeah, it was a contributing factor. You might die of something else, but you wouldn't have died otherwise if you didn't have the fucking COVID. It's like getting hit by a car and then having a heart attack from the stress. You would have died if you didn't get hit by that car, right? So, like I said, he posted all these anti-vax memes. And then here's his last post, folks. The last thing this dead moron posted.
If you have to be persuaded, reminded, pressured, lied to, incentivized, coerced, bullied, socially shamed, guilt-tripped, threatened, paid, punished, and criminalized, if all of this is considered necessary to gain your compliance, you can be absolutely certain that what is being promoted is not in your best interest.
Yeah, bullshit. Unfortunately, that has to happen because you fucking morons won't do the very minimum you can do to not only save your own lives, but to keep your fellow citizens alive and safe. So yes, they have to do everything in the playbook to try to save people's lives because of you fucking plague rats. But you didn't listen, Vince. You didn't listen. So Vince Scott, 57, deleted, belly up. Once again, folks, I'll say it every time. You might want to get vaccinated. And if you're not going to get vaccinated, you might want to not share anti-vax memes on Facebook. Because if you fucking die, I don't want to make fun of you. But I goddamn will. Don't make the list. Get your ass vaccinated. And all right, folks, that's my show. Hope you enjoyed it. Had a pretty good one tonight. Can't complain. Hit the like button before you go, folks. I would appreciate it. Celestial Angel 66. The plague rat is hot and then cold. Yes and then no. In and then out. Up and then down. Isn't that a song? Is that a Katy Perry song? Thank you, Celestial Angel. Very generous tonight. Good to see you. HS Ross, $5. There are many great plant-based alternatives to turkey that are at least available at Walmarts around me, including tofurkey, gardenia. Like, I'm not going to cook any turkey, but my neighbor, the one I went and found out in the street, he said that his wife was going to cook me some turkey and bring it over. So I guess if she does that, I'll eat it. HS Ross, hey Dusty, would you consider going back to being vegetarian? Turkeys suffer horribly in animal agriculture and greatly harmed by death. On sanctuaries, they let us snuggle and purr like cats. Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do if other people get turkeys and cook them. I can't stop them. So what you going to do? If they make me a turkey and bring it over, I'll probably eat it. Intermediate Apostle, $10. Hey, thank you, Intermediate Apostle. Good to see you tonight. Celestial Angel, another $50. Very generous. Thank you, Celestial Angel. At this point, we just ask some Karen's questions to see how bad it gets. See all of the Daily Show. I know, right? It'd be fun to do that. I should go out and try to find some Karens and talk to them and do some more interviews and stuff like I used to do. Maybe that'll be the next evolution of the show. Thank you, Celestial. Appreciate it. All right. Is that it? That's it. Great show, says old boy. Thank you, old boy. I appreciate it. Folks, love you so much. Thank you for supporting the show tonight. If you love the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Scottcast. There's a link in the description of this video. I have 2 different patrons. So the one in the video that you're watching, that's the one you should use. And I know it sucks, but please help me out if you can. If you can afford it. If you have the extra. Push your Witcher corner too. I definitely would appreciate it. And no kitty party tonight because I don't have any cat treats. Hopefully somebody has sent me some cat treats. If not, I'll go buy some more. We'll do a kitty party next show, I promise. I'll be back on Friday, folks. No kitty party. I apologize. Love the shit out of you guys. Be sure to tune in Friday for another amazing episode of the greatest show on earth. Do something fun this week. Think of me. Stay safe. If you're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. And as always, I love you. And Logic, fuck yes. Let's hear a little I Hate Christmas, an original song by Dusty Smith to play us out. Good night, everybody. Go.
There's a link in the PO box. There's a link in the description of my PO box so we can send things. I'll take that into account, HS Ross, but I don't want to be rude to my neighbors.